Hi friends, today we will discuss a very important topic called percentage. When we say percentage, the first thing that strikes in our mind is 100. Because the word %, is related with 100. We can express percent in the form of x%. In fraction, we can write it as in the form of x divided by 100. Let's take a random number for example. We take 20. In order to express this in fraction, we will write it as 20 divided by 100. On simplifying this, we get 1 divided by 5. If we are supposed to express this in decimal form, we will write it as 20 divided by 100 in decimal form, that is 0.2. If certain value v is increased by x%, then the increased value of v is equal to 100 plus x% of v. If the certain value v is decreased by x%, then the decreased value of v is equal to 100 minus x% of v. Percentage is a very important topic that we will use not only in this topic but also in mixture and alligation, simplification, simple interest and compound interest, permutation and combination, probability, data interpretation, profit and loss, and so on. So we have to have a clear concept about percentage. Let's go on to the topic. Here is the table showing the value of fractions from 1 to 30 in terms of percentage. We suggest you to by heart these fractions so that we can easily solve the sums and save time during our examination. See the first problem. Evaluate 70% of 320 plus 45% of 240. Here this 320 is 100% and this 240 is 100%. We have to find 70% out of this 100% plus 45% out of this 100%. 70 divided by 100 times 320 plus 45 divided by 100 to 240. On solving this, we get 224 plus 108. The answer we get is 332. See the second problem. 16 2 by 3% of 600 gram minus 33 1 by 3% of 180 gram. It is 50 by 3 divided by 100 into 600 gram minus 100 by 3 divided by 100 into 180 gram. On solving this, we get 100 minus 60, that is 40 grams, because the given unit is in gram. Let's see our next problem. What percent of 2 metric tons is 40 quintal? That is 40 quintal is what percent of 2 metric ton is? Here there are two different units. We have to convert it into a common unit. What is the smallest unit? Quintal. We know that 1 metric ton is equal to 10 quintal. Then our required percentage is 40 divided by 2 metric ton, that is 2 into 10 into 100. We get 200%. Let's see our second problem. What percent is 1 minute 10 seconds of half an hour? Here there are three different units used: minute, seconds and hour. we have to convert it into a common unit, hour to minutes and seconds to minute. Then 1 minute 10 seconds is 70 seconds. On converting it into minutes, we divide by 60. So we get 70 by 60 minutes. Half an hour is 30 minutes. Then our required percentage is 7 by 6 divided by 1 by 30 into 100. On solving this, we get 180 by 100, that is 3.89 percentage. See the next problem. An inspector rejects 0.08 of the meters as defective. How many will he examine to reject? 2. He has rejected 0.08% of the meter as defective. Then how many meters he have to examine to reject it as 2? We can write 0.08% in form of fraction. 0.08 divided by 100. In order to remove the decimal, we can write as 8 divided by 100 into 100. For 1 meter, he found 0.08% defective. Then for x meter, he will find it as 2. Then the value of x is equal to 2 divided by 0.08%, that is 2 divided by 8 to 100 into 100. On solving this, we get the value of x is equal to 2500. The inspector have to examine 2500 to reject it as 2. See this problem. The monthly income of a person was rupees 13,500 and his monthly expenditure was rupees 9,000. Next year his income increased by 14% and his expenditure by 7%. Find the percentage increase in his savings. We have to find the percentage increase in his savings. Then what was his present savings right now? That is income minus the expenditure. The original savings is 13,500 minus 9,000. It is rupees 4,500. His income is increased by 14%. 100 plus 14, 114% of his income. His income is 13,500. 114% of his income, 13,500, is rupees 15,390. Then his expenditure is increased by 7%. 100 plus 7, 107% of his expenditure, that is 9,000. 107% of 9,000 is equal to rupees 9,630. Then what was his increased savings? We have to subtract the increased expenditure from the increased income. 15,390 minus 9,630. We get 5,760. Then what was his increase in savings from the original? 5,760 minus 4,500. His increased savings is rupees 1260. What is asked to find? The percentage increase in his savings. The percentage increases increased value divided by the original savings into 100. We get 28%. Thus, the percentage increase in his saving is 28%. See this problem. A man buys a house for 5 lakh and rents it. He puts 12 1/2 of each month's rent aside for repairs and pays rupees 1660 as annual taxes and realizes 10% on his investment thereafter. Find the monthly rent of the house. A man buys a house for 5 lakh. His expense is 12 1/2% of each month's rent for repairs and 1660 for annual taxes, and the remaining he have in his hand is 10% on his investment. His investment is 5 lakh. So what is 10% of 5 lakh? That is 50,000. 50,000. They asked to find the monthly rent. Here everything is given in annual basis. So first we have to find the annual rent, and then we can get monthly rent from the annual rent. Let the annual rent be X. What is given? Annual rent minus the expenses. What is his expense? 12 1/2% of the rent for repairs and 1660 for taxes, and the remaining is 10% of his investment. His investment is 5 lakh. X minus 25/2 divided by 100, son of X, plus 1660. 10% of 5 lakh is 50,000. On solving this, we get 7x by 8 plus 1660 is equal to 50,000. 7x by 8 is equal to 51,660. So the value of x we got is 51,660 into 7 by 8. We get 59,040. This is his annual rent. We have to find the monthly rent. In a year, how many years? In 1 year, in a year, how many months? In 1 year, we have 12 months. So the annual rent 59,040 divided by 12, we get rupees 4,920. Hence his monthly rent of the house is 4,920. Read this question. In an election between two candidates, 75% of the voters cast their votes, out of which 2% of the votes were declared invalid. A candidate got 9261 votes, which were 75% of the total valid votes. Find the total number of votes enrolled in that election. The solution is, we can take the total number of votes as X. Yes, the total votes cast is 75% of the total number of votes. 75% of the total number of votes, out of which 2% of the votes were declared invalid. Then we have to subtract 2%, that is 98%. The total valid votes is 98% of the total votes cast. Then a candidate got 9,261 votes, which were 75% of the total valid votes. What is the candidate vote? The candidate vote is 75% of the total valid votes. The total valid votes is 98% of 75% of the total number of votes. The candidate vote is 9261, which is equal to, we can write this percent in the form of fraction, 75 by 100 into 98 by 100 into 75 by 100 into x. In order to find the value of x, we write as 9261 into 100 into 100 divided by 75 into 98 into 75. On solving this, we get 16,800. The value of x is 16,800. What is x? The total number of votes. What they asked to find? The total number of votes enrolled in that election. Thus, the total number of votes enrolled in that election is 16,800. Here is our next problem. In an examination, 80% of the students passed in English, 85% in mathematics, and 75% in both English and mathematics. If 40 students failed in both the subjects, find the total number of students. Let's take the total number of students be x. Total number of students is x. Here we use A union B formula. N of A union B is N of English plus N of mathematics minus N of English and mathematics. So we can change this side also. What is N of E? It is 80 by 100x. N of M is 85 by 100 x. X is the total number of students. N of A intersection B is 75 by 100, the total number of students. Yes, they have given the passed in percentage and failed in numbers. Here the result we get is the passed in percent. Okay, then we got 90 by 100x, which is equal to 9 by 10x. Then in order to obtain the failed, we subtract from the total number of students. X minus 9 by 10x is equal to x divided by 10. The failed is x by 10. 40 students failed in both the subjects they have given. So we get x by 10 is equal to 40. We got the value of x is equal to 400. What they asked to find? The total number of students. Here we taken x as the total number of students. We got the value x is equal to 4 by 100. Here they have given the passed in percentage and failed in numbers. So we have added the passed percentage and the percentage of students who was passed in both the examinations. So we have subtracted the 75%. We got the passed as 9 by 10x. So in order to get the failed, we subtracted it from the total number of students, that is x minus 9 by 10x. So we got x by 10. They have given in number the 40 students failed in both the subjects. So x by 10 is equal to 40. So x is equal to 400. We have taken x as total number of students. So total number of students is 400. From this sum, we are going to solve the sums in formula method so that we can easily arrive the answer, and in order to save the time, we use formula method. Read the question. The price of petrol is increased by 25%. How much percent must a car owner reduce his consumption of petrol so as not to increase his expenditure on petrol? The solution is, the formula for this, if a commodity is increased by some percent and not to reduce its expenditure, not to increase their expenditure but to reduce its consumption, we can use this formula. R divided by 100 plus R into 100. Suppose if this price is decreased, the value is changed here, 100 minus R. Here the price is increased, so we have put 100 plus R, and substituting R is equal to 25% in this formula, we get 25 divided by 125 into 100. The answer is 20%. Then a car owner must reduce his consumption of petrol by 20% so as not to increase his expenditure on petrol. Here see this problem. Here the population of a town is given and it is increasing at the rate of 5%. They asked to find the population 2 years hence and 2 years before. If something is given, some value is given, and the increase or decrease rate is given, and the value after some years or before some years is asked to find, we have to use this formula. That is, the value P into 1 plus R by 100 is the number of years. If it at a decrease rate, we have to use minus symbol here. This is for after. If they ask to find the value before, we have to use the formula P divided by 1 plus R by 100 the whole power n. Here in this the population is 1,76,400. It is at the increase rate of 5% per annum. So the R here is 5%. What they asked to find? The population 2 years hence. 2 years hence the population will be 176,400 into 1 plus 5 by 100 the whole power 2. The value of n is 2 here. So 176,400 into 105 divided by 100 into 2. On solving this, we get 1,94,481. 2 years before. Substituting the value of R in this formula, that is 2 years before, we get 176,400 divided by 1 plus 5 by 100 the whole power 2. That is 176,400 divided by 105 divided by 100 the whole power 2. We get 1,60,000. So the population 2 years hence is 1,94,481 and the population 2 years ago is 1,60,000. By using these two formulas, we can arrive the value easily and can save the time in our examination. Here is our next problem. It is a salary based problem. If A's salary is 30% less than that of B, then how much percent is B's salary more than that of A? This is same as the problem we see on petrol. There the petrol price is increased. Here the salary is 30% less. So we have to use the same formula here. That is R divided by 100. Here it is less, so we are using minus R into 100. And substituting R is equal to 30%, we get 30, 100 minus 30 is 70 into 100. The value is 300 divided by 7. We get 42.6 by 7%. Then B salary is 42.6 by 7% more than that of A. Here see this problem. In expressing a length 81.472 km as nearly as possible with 3 significant digits, find the percentage error. To find the percentage error, we can use this formula. Error percentage is equal to error divided by the value minus error into 100. Here what is the value given? Here what is the given? 81.472. 81.472 as nearly as possible with 3 significant digits. So it has been written as 81.5 kilometer. Okay. So the error between the two numbers is 81.5 minus 81.472 is 0.028 kilometer. On substituting this in the formula, we get 0.028 by the value minus error. The value minus error, that is 81.472 into 100. On solving this, we get 0.034%. So the percentage error here is 0.034%. First we have to write the question carefully so as to put the values. Here our next problem is based on price. Due to the reduction of 6.1/4% in the price of sugar, a man is able to buy 1 kg more for rupees 120. Find the original and reduced rate of sugar. Here we can use this formula to find the original and reduced rate of sugar. Rate into Y divided by 100 minus R into X. The rate is 6.1/4. We can write as 25/4 into Y. Here Y be the amount and X be the kg more he bought. 120. 100 minus the rate 25/4 into 1. So we get 25/4 into 120 divided by 370/4 into 1. On cancelling we get 15 times 25 is 375, 8 times 15 is 120. So the original rate of sugar is rupees 8 per kg. Then we have to find the reduced rate of sugar. What is the reduced rate here? What is the reduction here? The reduced rate is 25/4% of 8 rupees. So we get 1/2. 8 minus 1/2 is equal to 7.5 rupees per kg. 7.5 rupees per kg. So the reduced rate of sugar is 7.5 per kg and the original rate of sugar is rupees 8 per kg. By using this formula we can easily solve these type of sums and can save the time in our exam.